All right, welcome back to the stream. On the analyst desk for this last match of the day, be myself, Whirl, got Skull over here, and the dump truck himself,
Yes, sir.
Zarch underscore Raceman. So our matchup that we're going to be having today for the last game is a Div A matchup between Lorem Ipsum and a team called the Monkeys. Lorem Ipsum is the captain, or the captain of Lorem Ipsum is Simi, and the captain of the Monkeys is the president himself, Trey. So I guess Skull, if you want to try and talk about the Monkeys a little bit.
Well, I have personally casted one of the Monkeys games before. I don't quite remember who was streaming or who I was casting with, but the one thing that's always stuck with me is they said that their team name represents their playstyle very well. C-ball, hit ball, end of story. So look for a lot of awkward situations caused by the Monkeys. Look for Trey to maybe try to pop off because he's got a lot. Obviously, he's got a lot riding on this match, and yeah, I mean, they're a very, very solid team. The team chemistry is there. And, I mean, yeah, they're in the playoffs for a reason. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, 100%. I 100% agree. I think you made a good point with their team name. You know what the play style is going to be. Trey is known for his monkeying, so definitely keep an eye out for that. That's probably why, that's their name is the Monkeys. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And one thing to add is that this game is in the losers bracket. So whoever does lose here will be the end of the line for them, sadly. So a lot on the line for this game. So pass it now over to Zarch if you just want to make a few comments about Lorem Ipsum if you know anything about it.
I don't really know much about Lorem. So I've met Simi a couple of times. CRJ Pumpkin went on the trip to Texas with him, hung out with him for a little bit. Nice man. I'll seem very good at rocket. Way better than most likely I will.
100%. So the one thing I will say about Lorem Ipsum is that they definitely, I think they're one of the lower seeds in Div A. So they're definitely making a very good playoff run coming into this. I know a lot of the Div A players themselves were saying that Lorem Ipsum was the dark horse team of Div A. So, and you can see that here. So they're a couple of games away from making that grand finals, that losers bracket run. I guess the other players on the Monkeys. I'll go back over to the Monkeys for a little bit here. One of them is, I think his name is Baker's Dozen. Haven't met him personally, so I know that he does have that pop-off capability that a lot of players obviously have in Div A. So another thing to look for is his pop-off ability, and I think the other player is Frosty, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely keep an eye out for those two to help support Trey in his monkey activities. And then, as Arch mentioned on Lorem Ipsum, the other two players, other than Simi, are CRJ Pumpkin, who I believe is from SD. Is that the School of Mine?
Yes.
School of Mines. So he's one of the bigger names over there. Definitely keep an eye on him to do some popping off himself. And I'm not, I think it's Failure is the last player on Lorem Ipsum. So definitely keep an eye out for those two as well. Definitely, they're all in Div A for a reason. So expect to see a lot of pop-offs. I don't know. Skull, can you think of anything else to say?
Two things. One, Failure is a KBM player, one of the few, one of the greats. So just keep an eye out for him. Another thing I want to mention is I know Simi is very fired up for this game. The Simi-Trey rivalry is going to be shown on camera tonight, and it is going to be legendary. I was talking to Simi earlier before we go in to get lunch, and he is very, very, very pumped up. So maybe look for him to be a little aggressive. Look for him to try to put 6, 7, 8, 15, 20, 30 goals on the board tonight. And
30 goals on the inside.
And he wants this one bad. He really, really wants this one bad.
Yeah, and
this is gonna be a big storyline throughout the game.
100%. And I think you make a very good point there. I mean, I mentioned it earlier. There's so much on the line for both of these teams right here. They've played all the regular season. They've done, gone through everything and back. And so this is kind of it. They're kind of staring death in the face. So a lot on the line. Probably going to be a lot of nerves, let alone playing on LAN for the first time as well. definitely going to play a part in all of this. So, and yeah, I think you mentioned it perfectly with between Simi and Trey. There's a lot of competitive nature there. So I think you will see a lot of, friendly, trash talk and stuff like that. I'm kind of hoping to see that. I'm excited to see Trey on LAN and see him pop off a little bit. So,
And like you mentioned before, Lorem Ipsum, I believe, is the 7 seed, and Monkeys are 3.
they're the 1 seed?
I don't know. They're top 3 for sure. So
2 seed.
2 seed.
Saying the 2 seed.
2 seed, perfect. Thanks, Aqua. But honestly, I think that Lorem Ipsum comes into this match with the momentum. Like I said, Simi's gonna be fired up. He's gonna rally up the teammates, fire them up, and their playoff run is nothing but a miracle at this point. And I mean, I would love nothing more than to keep it going. Simi and obviously everyone on Lorem Ipsum would love nothing more than to keep it going.
Yep.
So I think they're pumped up. They're ready to roll. They're gonna strive right in with the momentum, and I think that's gonna play a really big factor. I think they're gonna take the Monkeys off guard.
100%. I mean, one thing I just think of with that is that Lorem Ipsum at this point, what do they have to lose? I mean, they were the number 7 seed. I feel like their expectations were somewhat low coming into it. So, I mean, for a high seed like that, they have a lot more, in my opinion, to lose than the number 7 seed. Just speaking from from personal experience or whatever.
Best team in Div B.
Yeah, the best team, the dump trucks. But yeah, definitely don't have much to lose, as I think we are ready to throw it over to the casters to see what they have to say.
I have a lot to say, Mr. Whirl. I have tons of things to say. You talked about the Monkeys being the 1 seed. They're actually the 2, so you're incorrect on that. I'm going to call you out for that. Lorem Ipsum, if I'm not mistaken, is the 6? 7? Oh. Yeah, boo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. 7, still. They went, 1-5 on the season, and that's incredible that they're down here in the lower bracket final, or semifinal, excuse me. The winner of this series will play team name, and a part of team name sitting right next to me, Mr. Irvin Living. How are you doing this evening? I don't know why I'm asking that. Probably not.
Well, I'm doing okay. Unfortunately, this Stewie guy didn't let me win today. But, it's fine. We are here, and I am really excited to watch this game because, as Stewie said, the winner will go on to play team name tomorrow, and I'm a part of, so I'm kind of curious to see who I'm going to play. And I think it'll be really good because last time these two teams met, Lorem beat Monkeys in a shocking Game 7 series, so I don't really know what's going to happen because that makes everything different, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's going to win. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, well, it will 100% be interesting. That is the standings for Division B. Obviously, the Monkeys are actually the 2 seed. They went 6-1 on the season. That is Division C. Well done, Greek. Let's see if we can get Div A pulled up for me. But nevertheless, like you said, they went to Game 7, and when you go to Game 7, you obviously nerves play a factor, like you just said, and it's LAN. So I don't know if we're gonna make it to game number 7, but thank you, Mr. Creek, for pulling up. But yeah, Monkeys 6-1, Lorem Ipsum 1-6. They found something in the playoffs, or they found something before playoffs to turn their season around.
Yeah, it was crazy. And looking at the statistics, like the Monkeys look like, whew, I mean, they're technically above in every category, but really Lorem isn't doing too bad compared to them. They have the same amount of saves, a couple less shots per game, or else, I mean, technically 1 goal less a game, so on paper they should lose, but I feel like they're competitive, and they obviously beat the Monkeys before, so, even though the stats are completely different, but I think it could be anybody's game, and I'm excited that this is going to be the one that we end off on tonight as well. It should be pretty good.
Final matchup of the evening, like Mr. Urban just said.
Yes,
It should be an absolute blast. Like you said, in semifinals, these two teams went to a Game 7. Actually, in winners' quarters, I believe they met. So, it's going to be a close series no matter what. Both of them obviously nervous. I know Trey can hear me right now. He is very nervous for this series. And I believe the Monkeys are ready to come out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Division A, the Monkeys taking the stage. We've got Frosty, Baker's Dozen, and Trey, the president of the NEC Rocket League Club, on LAN. And ladies and gentlemen, again, life is on the line. Can they punch their ticket to Championship Sunday? One more time, ladies and gentlemen, for the Monkeys.
You know, I'm surprised that the Monkeys are here. They were almost out in the first round of losers. They lost the first round of their playoff berth, I believe, and their second round or their first round, their second series of losers, they almost lost. And so I mean, I don't even know what to say. I can't believe they're here, but the statistics don't impress me very much at all. Obviously, the 1.7 saves a game from Bakers is incredible, but shooting percentage down there, and I feel like it becomes a team effort for all three of these guys.
You know, the Monkeys, you got to give them more credits, too. You really do. They beat everybody all season.
Yeah, I guess.
And then, yeah, they might have a rough time in playoffs, but guess what? They got the clutch in gear, and they're winning right now, and they got to keep winning here if they want to stay alive. However, Lorem had nothing to lose,
Yeah, 100%.
and everything to win, and so far they have kept on winning, and I can't believe it. Like, I mean, their stats aren't, I guess, compared to the Monkeys, not as impressive either. However, they're obviously goated, and I think it'll be. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than it's just nuts. I mean, yeah, the saves per game's pretty good, shots per game is good, and I think they're ready to come out. So
Yeah.
Here we go.
Throw it to Mr. K to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, our final match of the night is going to be including the one and only Lorem Ipsum. I would say arguably the most interesting and creative team name out there, as long as their logo. We've got Simi, we've got CRJ Pumpkin, and Failure. Going to be one of the only keyboard mouse players. We'll see how they're doing on LAN. Again, we'll see if they can punch their ticket to Sunday. One of these teams is going home, and one of them is moving on.
One is going home, one is moving on. And, you know, you talk about the statistics for Lorem Ipsum, 1-6 on the season, and they make possibly one of the greatest runs ever. Season 6 Cloud9 is what I think of, losing in winners round 1 and making it all the way back and winning the whole thing. So that is obviously their destiny, but they got to go through the Monkeys, and the Monkeys, I'm sure, are ready to clown around on the stage.
I would imagine so, but you know what I'm really excited for? I wonder if there will be any trash talk.
Ooh.
I've noticed in the games today, not much quick chats, nobody's typing, and I don't know if that's just because everyone's feeling nice, but I wonder if they will see some quick chattiness today.
You said faking a couple times in our series.
Well, it's 'cause
you also
I just-
said, yeah, because you. Well,
because I missed the ball.
Yeah, exactly. And then you said woo the one time when I missed it,
Yeah.
wide open in front of the net. I took that to heart.
I mean, that was me being me because I'm like, no one's
oh
saying
yeah, no,
nothing.
100%. Yeah, it's
Just
just.
having fun.
It'll be interesting to see. That's an interesting thing you brought up. You know,
Yes.
how much trash talk going on?
I don't know, because like, I mean, I was getting frustrated, but that's just me getting mad myself.
Yeah,
and if
same.
you add people just talking to you and just trying to get under your skin, you know, that could make a difference. But
Yeah.
we'll have to see.
And the rivalry between the NDSU boys is definitely running through both of their veins, the blood. But yeah, just waiting for these two teams to get ready. I was impressed by CRJ Pumpkin's muscles. I appreciate that. Simi, not so much.
Oh.
They're trying to fix something, apparently, but I like the statistic that Nightbot just sent us. The crossbar has been hit 21 times. Thank you for that, Nick. But
All day?
I believe it counts all day.
I feel like it should
gotta
be 100.
101. I gotta be like 50% of that, like at least 10 out of the 21.
It has to, yeah, I don't know.
And-
We'll have to adjust the crossbar hit count.
And obviously the beautiful matchup graphic that shows up here.
This is
between
really
these
nice.
two. These are really nice. And what stands out to me, 7 saves a game. Both of these teams put on defense a ton, yet they still average more than 11 shots a game. That's just incredible. Along with demos, 8 demos a game for the Monkeys. That is unbelievable. Like, the fact that you're averaging more than an extermination a series is just incredible to me. Like, I can't believe that.
That gives me fear in my eyes.
Oh, yeah, same.
And it wasn't fun playing them. And yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. And I hope we'll have to see if the fear goes into Lorem Ipsum's eyes today. Or will they learn some acrobatics and avoid some demos today and pull off the W? I don't know. It'll be close. I'm hoping it'll be close. But whenever I say it's close, someone's getting sweet.
Someone's getting 4-0'd, yeah.
You know.
I agree. You know, anytime that me and you say that it's going to be close, or it's going to be a Game 7. Oh, it'll be Game 6, Game 7. Trey and his boys come out in 4-0.
Realist, you know what?
I don't think they're going to win. Just talking about that, we might as well make our predictions while we buy time for these nerds on the right side of the stage. If you want to blame anybody, blame the Monkeys. But
you know what? Our
go ahead. I'm going to let you do your prediction.
Our predictions up in the stream. Okay, who do you guys want to lose? Whoever I bet on loses. Just being honest.
Yeah.
My Bison Bucks.
How many Bison Bucks you got right now?
5,700.
Ooh, you're in poverty. Sheesh.
I'm going all in on Lorem Ipsum. $5,000.
Speaking of Bison Bucks, remember when K-Tool bet on the number 2 seed and lost all his Bison Bucks? 100,000 plus? He can hear me right now. I know it.
Sorry, Lorem Ipsum. I hope you break my curse. 5,000 on Lorem Ipsum right now. I got Lorem winning.
How many games?
Well, they always get one, but they're supposed to win. So
they always get one.
4-2.
4-2.
Yes.
He doesn't even have it going 7. No. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm going to agree with the man himself. 4-2, Lorem Ipsum. I got Lorem Ipsum going to the losers bracket final, taking on team name in that losers bracket final, but they got to go through the Monkeys first, and the Monkeys 6-1 for a reason, but they have looked vulnerable in these playoffs, and I don't want to say that's because of like a stigma with Trey or anything, but I just think that the pressure has gotten to them at the most important times in their playoff run, but they did do a great job in getting back to LAN. I will say that despite losing in the first round, they made it all the way back here.
Well, I believe, didn't they beat
Pure
Octane, didn't they?
Who beat Purple? So in losers round 1, it was Purple and Eager Respecters. And Purple won that.
Purple
and then
played Lorem, and Lorem beat Purple.
I think
because that was the game to move on.
It was because Pure Octane got beat by the Monkeys.
Yeah, and that's Pure Octane was a good team. So
they were very
and I just they have what it takes. They just need to settle down. Even if my team today, we were ahead 2-1 in the series and we just kind of fell apart. So I feel like they just can't get too overconfident, and they need to keep doing what they're doing when they're winning. Yeah. And if they keep up the pressure, don't let them
score.
Don't fall behind. If they got 3-0, if you're up 2-0, you don't really want to start losing the games. You really want to just try and put it away early here. So I think that'll be the best thing for the Monkeys here. But it looks like we're right about to start.
Game number 1, inbound Mr. CRJ Pumpkin and failure on the side of Lorem Ipsum. You have Trey Frosty and Baker's Dozen on the side of the Monkeys. The 2 seed versus the 7 seed, and the 7 seed has made an incredible run. They look to continue it on in the losers bracket semifinal to play team name in the losers bracket final. Winner of this series does. And right away, a blistering pace from both teams and a huge miss from Baker's midfield. Simi's shot is going to be weakened, saved by Trey to the corner. That boost steal is going to slow down Trey and not allow him to follow up. Simi over everyone's tries to deny it as Baker's Dozen, and Simi gets the first.
Nice air dribble pop for Simi here. Gets it over one. Frosty kind of caught out. Baker's looks like he spawned after a demo, and then he was able to recover after the demo. And solid start for Lorem Ipsum. 1-0 with 30 seconds into this game.
Yeah, you talk about a solid start. That's exactly what you need in the loser's bracket. Trey, looking to answer back, is denied by Simi in midfield, and the midfield challenges are going to be important in Division A. You have to be able to deny people the ability to solo play, and that's what the Monkeys did not do in that first goal. They were pushed back, and again they're pushed back as Trey will miss that touch, but it's going to go weak right to Pumpkin, who's going to play up the side wall. Bakers, and his usual TTV name. Changing that a couple times, but
Shout out TTV.
shout out
Bakers
TTV Bakers Dozen. That's all right. Failure, beautiful challenge, and Failure has been known for his demos this season. A very physical player. Pinch goes right at Bakers Dozen. Not going to follow it up. Simi will work out of his end, but nothing in the tank to work with. Pass off the backboard. Trey's there, and the Monkeys are scrambling once again. This Lorem Ipsum pressure continuing to get to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. This might be another opportunity. Simi going for
Oh,
the
don't
quick
do
reset. He
that.
gets it. Oh, I guess unfortunate. Doesn't get the following touch. And the Monkeys ready to play it out. Trey with the opportunity here, but Failure should have a
Weak save.
weak save, but it saves it on the goal line. CRJ Pumpkin looking for some cross, trying to keep up the pressure. Simi's taking the ball, beats one. He's got some time, gets deleted. CRJ sends it to Mills. Anybody there? Trey's going to be there for some sort of redirect. He's got a really weird touch. But Frost, he's taking it up in the corner. He's going up in the corner. He's going to pass it. No, Simi says, not today, buddy. Gets it away. Baker's looking for something. And that should look okay. Deleted. Shocker. Demo from the Monkeys as we continue on with 3 minutes left in the game.
Bakers with a follow-up. Challenge from Simi again is so strong. Trey, redirect possibility for Bakers, but doesn't take it. Big miss. Frosty, awkward on Simi, backboard. No one from the Lorem Ipsum team will be there in time. Actually, the Monkeys, excuse me, will be there. And CRJ Pumpkin going to lose that challenge, but Simi again, so intelligent on his plays. Infield for CRJ, and it's not going to happen as Failure bails them out for now. Back to Simi, full boost off the ceiling. Drop down pass, Failure's there, but of course the Monkeys going to let that hit the post. Pumpkin with a bit of an open opportunity, but not in the right position to hit the ball. Frosty collects, will be dunked by Failure, and the Lorem Ipsum team continue to have challenge after challenge on the Monkeys, forcing them back, forcing them to play defense. And
I'll pass.
beautiful infield pass, but again, Lorem Ipsum just not connecting on it quite yet. They don't really need to. They're up one.
The feels bad flip for Simi there, I think. But as we continue on, and they're all rocking the Croatian decal. Shout out to CRJ Pumpkin.
Yes, sir.
And it's looking really nice. But yeah, that's what we need to see, some demos. That's opening up a bit.
That was a double demo.
It was, and they have some opportunity, but unfortunately, it's kind of throws possession away right there. But they get it right back with the bump. Frosty can take the ball. Gets a decent 50, but Simi's just kind of banging out. But Trey bangs it back.
There
Is
it
anybody
is.
downfield for Baker's going for a nutty redirect maybe, but doesn't get the touch I don't think he was looking for. But Trey looking for something. Huge faking opportunity. Passing play from CRJ. Maybe I'll wait to Simi. Is Simi going to get his center here? No, Baker shuts it down. He's going to keep try to follow. He's looking for it. Trey's there to cut him off. Failure going to should be easy touch to the corner. Coming to throw it, I wouldn't guess. Baker turns instantly. Doesn't get the best 50. It's actually going out to CRJ. Does he have a shot? He misses. How did he miss? This wishy save for Trey. And then Simi here going for another air dribble solo play. Gets it around one.
Resets.
Oh!
A huge save from Frosty, keeping the Monkeys in the game. Pumpkin challenges again. Failure, open net. He's bumped to it. 2-0 lead for the Lorem Ipsum. And I keep saying the Lorem Ipsum, but 2-0 lead for them, as that's a beautiful challenge from Pumpkin, the Croatian man himself.
Oh man, I don't know what the Monkeys need to do here. I mean, like, I feel like they're just kind of
Boxed.
yeah, or like they get banged players within Lorem Ipsum just bangs it right back. Like they need to try and possess the ball and commit to offensive pressure right there. Because like this, they need to take a challenge. So he beats one there. Yeah, this is looking good. Frosty, there you go. And then they need Trey, like they're the commit. That should be an
Open net.
It is. That's what they need to do. They need to put on the pressure. That was a good play by them. Bakers beat one. Luckily beat a second, and Frosty was able to get a pass
Huge
off the
miss.
backboard. Huge miss, though. Yeah, that is true. But they were there to take the miss opportunity, because it's always good to play the miss, because then you can still be in this game with 36 seconds left.
Everybody rocking a flag from the FIFA World Cup. Every single player. Trey denied by Pumpkin on the goal line. As Pumpkin gonna have to make another touch, he does. As Frosty collects in his end, Pumpkin gets bumped into the ball, and that's unfortunate. Trey pre-flip, won't make contact. Baker's follow-up is backboard and not on target. a minute to go, or actually, excuse me, 10 seconds to go, and they're down 1. The Monkeys trying to scramble back. A miss from Bakers, though, will void their chances as Trey is dunked.
Awkward.
Pumpkin puts it in field. The ball's just going to float, and it's going to drop. Lorem Ipsum take game 1.
Lorem Ipsum taking game 1, and even though that's what
They have the same tag, too.
Oh, they all have the same tag. Look at that. All season 3
GCs? Wow, flex on us. Sheesh.
They worked really hard back then, I guess.
We got a first-timer out here.
First-timer.
We got first-timers out here.
Oh,
no, it's not his first
Just
time.
kidding. That's still impressive, though.
Yeah.
But, yeah, solid game by them. They just had more possession, I felt. I felt like they just had more possession.
100%.
They just had more pressure, and they just ended up winning, basically. And then the Monkeys got a nice goal. It was a good play. They got a little lucky with a miss, but they're going to have to create more offensive pressure, or else I don't know how the Monkeys are going to start scoring more goals here on Lorem.
They got to find something. The Monkeys got to reach deep down into their playbook.
This might be something here.
And it might be. Pumpkin makes that save, though, as it just seems like the Monkeys, from their season itself, they just have not been the same team in playoffs. I don't know if it was the loss they took in the final week. I don't know if it was something internally between them, but this play between them, this physicality has just been figured out by some of these teams in the lower
good
bracket.
demo.
They
Big
didn't
demo.
figure it out this time.
Big demo.
Bakers doesn't gonna strike first.
Huge demo from Trey. That's what they need to do. Takes out CRJ Pumpkin, deleted. Baker's easy with the bounce shot even. Probably threw Simi off with the bounce shot.
Yeah.
Quick start for the Monkeys, complete opposite of game 1.
That's exactly what they need to do, Mr. Urban. They need to find physicality when it matters instead of just chasing. Frosty with a chance will be denied by Simi.
This might be another
God's
one.
going to drop right down. Baker's the follow-up,
That's it.
bar down. It
What?
doesn't go in. And a bit of a smirk in his camera as he's not going to follow
Oh,
it.
that's a
Frosty! 2-0.
Nice bang.
And the Monkeys hopping around in game number 2. Lorem struggling to deal with this pressure as finally the Monkeys have figured something out.
Yeah, they didn't like our casting game 1 and are telling us to shut up because they are kicking butt right now. Monkeys are taking it to them. And can Lorem calm down under this pressure and figure something out? We'll have to see here as Failure takes into the corner. Weird, awkward touch. Gets challenged by Trey. Shocker.
Oh, boy.
Frosty gets a quick shot. Almost gets dunked. Simi almost gets dunked, but he gets filled out
pinch.
there. This might be something here. Is anybody in net? Can Simi pinch this outwards? CRJ can't commit to that one. As looks like Frosty here's taking it. Gets kind of pinched off his own guard. Failure takes it to the left side of the wall. He's looking for something. CRJ goes for a quick shot. Awkwardness on the goal line, but Simi's up. This might be a shot opportunity for him. Maybe a double tap. No, Baker's there on the back wall. And we have 3 minutes and 45 seconds left.
All midfield, plenty of time for Lorem Ipsum to get back into this game. They don't need to get back in the series. They're leading. Infield for Trey, the weak shot. Throws Failure off. Bakers wins that challenge. Going to drop down awkwardly. Failure misses as well as Trey does. Frosty's follow-up, far
nice
post.
shot.
Beautiful placement from Frosty. Ice cold himself. Going to put the Monkeys up 3-0. And the 2 seed starting to show some life. And Urban, I'm curious your thoughts on the Monkeys' bounce-back game. I feel like game 1 was very mundane from both teams, and now we're starting to get outplays. Now we're starting to see mistakes.
You know, this is the Monkeys that we like to see. Game 1, as people always say, is you know, just kind of stuff in general. So we'll have to now. Everyone's kind of waking up. They're warming up. They're realizing that they're going to be at LAN as we like. Maybe not. That was 2 double bumps and whiffs, but you know, it's whatever. They still got 3 minutes left. But yeah, I mean, and Frosty's been a sniper, man. He's been typically like known as a 3rd man on the team, but he's been getting 2 solid shot goals, and shout out him, and he has the team on his back right now.
Shots!
That's a good shot, but a huge save from Bakers, the Iron Wall himself. As CRJ is looking for something here. Doesn't pull it off, but Failure should get a touch here. And maybe another pass, unfortunate. Possibly a bump, looking for it, doesn't get it. Frosty now going for being a mechanical genius, but gets dunked by CRJ. CRJ still on the ball. Trey gets something. Cindy, this might bounce out mid, maybe? No, unfortunate. Baker's looking for a dribble on the wall. Taking his time. CRJ on 0 boost. Might get lucky with the mid boost. No, he has not got lucky yet. Frosty looks for a quick shot. Cindy says, well, too bad. Not happening. Going underneath of him. Gets the flip reset. Failure's there. Oh, so close for Lorem Ipsum. They really needed that one as time is ticking down, and they need to get score goals quickly, as that was almost another one. Or else I'm afraid Monkeys might be taking this game soon. Mr. Stu.
That pinch back is going to go on way downfield. A monster clear from Frosty. Infield for Bakers for nothing. The Monkeys starting to find something in their barrel, and Trey is happily taking this as his team is starting to wake up, and Lorem Ipsum gonna have to start figuring something out after game 2 because they got a minute 54 to try and tie this game up. 4 down, and the kickoff will be in favor of them, but Trey will throw it to his side wall, has the collect, gets over one, but Simi right there again. Frosty gonna try and redirect that off, and he does.
Pinch?
Team pinch, but Baker's gonna clear away, and Failure's last back once again. And I feel like Lorem Ipsum have been leaving Failure a ton. It feels like they're getting caught sometimes, and the Monkeys are just capitalizing on minimal mistakes, and that turn into just absolutely massive mistakes as Pumpkin collects. He is getting chased. Still getting chased by Bakers into his own end. I believe he found the demo. Simi over one with boost. Can he go by everybody? Bakers meets him at the summit. And Pumpkin into the corner. A minute to go for Lorem Ipsum to find something in game number 2. CRJ's redirect not going to go in. And clock ticking away as Frosty works to his corner. Bakers will have to deal with Pumpkin. Bakers midfield. Pumps Failure, but Simi clears possibly away, but Frosty keeps it in, looking to press their advantage. Pumpkin outlet to Failure, but no boost again for Lorem Ipsum. They're struggling. And Bakers, that was the touch he wanted. He wanted something here. And Simi chasing him, tries to go by one, but Pumpkin read him like a book and shuts it down. 30 seconds for the Monkeys to hang on, and they don't really need to hang on because they're pretty much at the top of that branch and sitting up there nice and cool.
Yeah, I would have to say, I hope Lorem the past like minute and a half is thinking about what to do for the next game.
Yeah.
Typically a minute and a half, 3-4 goals, game's probably chalked. So I hope they have a plan here. But the Monkeys definitely woke up, shutting us up, and I want to see this because it's going to be really exciting.
Yeah.
I like seeing all the goals.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to now turn into a best of 5 instead of a best of 7 as the ball is just about to touch the ground. They're keeping it up because that's part of the game. But now the Monkeys dominating game 2.
And,
taking it.
you know, you talked about these games where you go down 4-0 or you go down. You know, we had a game like that in our series where you guys just absolutely stomped us. Like,
yeah,
we just got into like you get into a phase where you're losing like back-to-back kickoffs and the ball's in your end the whole time for the past like 30 seconds, and you know you're like,
but the problem is
you're just stuck. Like, you're just stuck in your end, and you're stuck dealing with like no boost, and the other team's just collecting.
Yeah.
And
I would just say the problem was that
is this Neo Tokyo comic?
this looks like the new Neo Tokyo map, but I was about to say
I can't believe they're playing this. This is incredible. Obviously, Rocket League has fixed this, but still, this looks like a comic book on my screen, on the screen that we are looking at. Game number 3. I'm guessing Mr. Greek Avenger is running production behind the scenes. Follow-up from Baker is not going to be on target. That redirects off Simi. Simi has an open opportunity, but doesn't have the boost to follow up. I'm guessing Greek has a random map on, and this one was chosen. Possibly, unless he chooses himself. No, he's just confirming with me, but Simi, midfield, possibly gets by Bakers. He does. Pumpkin will infield as Failure will drop it by. Pumpkin collects, but is going to be challenged by Bakers. Long clear past Simi. Demo on Simi as well. Failure last back once again. Infield pass for the Monkeys. Frosty up. Tries to drop it in, but 2 players from Lorem required, and Simi clears.
solid start here. Not a quick goal. We past 2 games, we had a goal within 30 seconds. So far, as I'm talking, there might be one. Thank the Lord there isn't, but I did not want to start first today. As Trey is a weird touch. Sami gets some. This is kind of open, maybe. No, Baker's is back to make sure nothing goes in there. Huge demo. Baker's maybe get in touch here. Hard to tell, but CRJ shuts it down. But kind of pointless. As Frosty now burns too. This is going to be a 2v1 possibly. Frosty with a nice flick off the post. And it's in by Trey. Great follow-up from Trey. Solid 45-degree flick from Frosty. Calculated. It was a pass the whole time. He didn't actually want to score.
100%.
He wanted to pass.
Oh, yeah. Pumpkin not able to get back to that in time, and we are back to the Monkeys ahead and steamrolling their way to possibly a loser's bracket final berth against Team Name, but they got to go through Lorem Ipsum first, and Lorem Ipsum is no easy opponent, as Pumpkin will win that challenge. Right back to failure. Collects. Doesn't have a lot of boost though. Infield pass will go up awkwardly. Frosty not up quick. Simi was. Drops it down. And Trey and Frosty required. Baker's gonna lead the charge, but a demo on the back line will deny as Trey an open net. Simi's there, 50, posted in, and denied by Pumpkin on the goal line. Another demo from Frosty as the Monkeys continue to press their advantage. Ball midfield failure doesn't win that challenge as Baker's work out of its end. Simi clears right to Trey. Trey collects, has the boost, drops it down for Frosty. Shot off the backboard. Baker's not there. He goes as third man. Simi tries to get back to it. Pumpkin doesn't either. And all three players from Lorem Ipsum not in a position to capitalize on the overcommit.
Weird double commit pinch there going on.
Demo!
Turned into a demo. Oh, Simi making sure he gets that one. Taking it up the wall maybe? Nah, too bad. For CRJ is not too bad. Just kidding. Simi now has control in the corner. Looking for something here. Trey's trying to take out the defender, but now it's kind of a 2v2 in this situation. But Frosty's able to get the, wait, that's an awkward touch, but Trey gets into the wall, but CRJ might be something so fast. Trey somehow does some fancy backflip mechanic and gets the block. But you know what? Our man just does his own thing and always manages to get a pull off something. He pulls off here, does Mr. Trey, our president. CRJ looking for a free shot here. It's kind of slow, but Trey should be down quite a right. Player should take this in the corner and get the full loose. Maybe get a touch and control here. They go for a weird team pinch. Frosty with a nice touch, but that actually going straight mid for somebody. Oh, decent defense. Oh, it's off the wall. Very, very close. Lorem trying to get the pressure. They got a minute 45 here. It's only 1-0. Very achievable to win, but they need to keep it up here and avoid those demos as it seems like they're doing a better job, but it also puts them, as he gets deleted anyways, but it also puts them in
Pumpkin.
situations.
Oh, it's on target. Trey will collect and win that 50. And that was very scary to look at for a Lorem Ipsum perspective.
Oh, nice pass.
Outlet to Pumpkin. Trey reads him and meets him. Baker's into the corner. Tries to drop it down. Frosty's there, but a weak shot will let Pumpkin clear. Failure. Will miss that. Force a miss. Pumpkin, it goes to the backboard, and Baker's dozen makes that save on the goal line. He's cooked up something special for the Monkeys in game number 3. Failure. Infield for Pumpkin. Pumpkin's there. Will win that challenge to the corner, but no boost again for Lorem Ipsum, who have to retreat back. Simi is in the mix, but doesn't win that challenge. Right to Trey. Goes off the backboard, and a bump from Failure will save them for now. But one thing for the Monkeys is they continue to have physical play. Frosty goes for a reset, but doesn't have the boost to follow up. Simi will be blocked by Trey. And again, 30 seconds, Urban. This has been a very, very close series, except for game 2, but game 3. 1-0, a 1-0 score line. Frosty chasing, but 20 seconds ticking away, and the Lorem Ipsum have to find something right now.
You got to send everybody. You don't have to care about double or triple committing when you need to score a goal, because if they score another one, it doesn't really matter. So they got to do something right now. CRJ is going. No boost to do anything other than just hit it. Frosty's going to get a banger clear. Simi gets some touch, but I don't think it's going to happen here. Yeah. Seconds.
No boost.
Tick down. Wait. CRJ has possession. Oh, he couldn't get it to the wall. And you know, that's looking good for both teams, though. Much closer game. I think this is going to be very competitive.
One game, yeah, very competitive, like you just said.
Yeah,
nailed it. Absolutely.
I think the first two games were kind of just whatever. I mean, and now it should be
close. Still,
the grind.
Yeah.
The grind is about to begin. But
it is.
The Monkeys start with a 2-1 game lead for the start of this series, I guess.
No league is safe. And Mr. Greek Avenger, you can more than likely just put it on DFH Stadium if you can find that. Simi is not throwing, Trey.
Or my favorite, Urban Central.
Urban Central.
You know,
that is
a
great, great map to pick as well. But anything but Neo Tokyo Comic. There you go. Well done. But yeah.
Game 4, I believe?
Game number 4.
Yes, game 4.
And the Monkeys up 2-1. Can Lorem Ipsum find something in their bag of tricks? Can they shut down the Monkeys? It was a 1-goal game in the last one. More than likely going to be close again. As the Monkeys under pressure right away off the kickoff. Baker's a weak touch into the corner. Won't follow up. Pumpkin goes off the backboard. Simi chasing that bump into the net, but won't find anything off of it. And the Lorem Ipsum look to have a different result compared to last time as Baker's had an open opportunity but won't be able to make it.
surprised Bakers missed that shot there. Very unconventional. I mean, it was also a tough shot to hit out. But it doesn't really matter. We're still 0-0. Failure looking for a touch. It's actually a decent pass to Simi. Soft touch. He can follow it up. Maybe get a pass. Baker's a little awkward on the back wall there. Looking for a bump. Doesn't get it. CRJ, that's that shot. Oh, saved by Trey. How did he save that? He must have been sitting perfectly in that spot. Unbelievable. And the Monkeys somehow still have a 0-0 game, but they are not done with the pressure yet. CRJ looking for something. Kind of a double commit with failure though, but Simi's able to keep the pressure up. Can't follow it up for a double. He's trying to get another touch here. Is someone gonna take a shot? CRJ whiffed by Trey. Frosty's looking in the corner here. Failure gets a great pinch out. Oh, they couldn't follow it up. Tons of pressure from Lorem Ipsum though. The Monkeys have not left the half until just now, and there's been about 30 seconds of pure pressure from Lorem Ipsum, and I think that's what they need to take on out.
Yeah, they need something to go their way. They need some shot.
What's
such an
going on
awkward
right
play.
now? Okay.
So many people missing the ball. So many demos coming in. Trey off the ceiling has the flip, and Pumpkin, the Croatian mastermind himself, denies him on the goal line. Baker's a weak follow-up, and Simi collects with nothing to win the tank again for Lorem Ipsum. Actually, Simi does have boost. Off the ceiling, gets the flip. Will follow up for 2. Frosty wasn't in a great position.
Oh, it's a
follow
goal!
up from Pumpkin, and Trey and Bakers doesn't get caught, and Simi makes a great individual play to catch Frosty out, and Lorem has the lead with 3+ minutes to go. But this is what we've seen in this series. Both teams just getting shut out in games, and it's odd to see that because both of these teams so evenly matched, but you figure it's going to be like a 2-1 or a 3-2 game. You don't see defense prevailing.
Yeah, you would think it'd be more offense, but I guess I feel like Lorem Ipsum plays
Oh,
out.
no!
Oh, this is awkward. Wait. Okay, we're fine. Oh, what a pinch. What a clear from Simi, but I was going to say Lorem Ipsum seems to be very defensive-based when they play.
Both of them average over 70
Yeah,
a game.
yeah.
So,
So I
it's
mean,
like
it makes sense compared
Yeah,
to
I
like our
guess.
series where we're very high-scoring
offensive.
teams. Yeah, so
offensive
like,
masterminds.
and as we're talking about that,
Simi
gets some offense going here. Pumpkin gets this really fortunate 50 off the pinch of Bakers, and Bakers just couldn't make it back in time. Simi able to follow up, and now comfortable? Question the mark. Comfortable. 2 minutes, 42 seconds.
I would say comfortable in this series. I would.
Yeah.
You know, being that the last game was 1-0, and the game before that was 4-0, and the first game was 1-0 as well. So
Or 2-1.
2-1, I think. I mean, still, like Trey misses that redirect. Failure was trying to read his touch. I don't know. He didn't have a lot of boost.
He's looking like Urban there, just faking moments, you know. That's okay.
That's a throw up in the chat, a faking moment, and there's always the passing exclamation point moment too, where you're diming up the other team just because that's what people do.
Oh, that might be a goal.
Semi on the goal line denies, and Failure gets 2 players to go by him. Pumpkin will infield pass, but there's no one to follow up as he's going to take it himself. Trey
Gets the boost.
will get the boost. Off the ceiling, we'll look for 2 if Failure's there, though, to collect on the backboard. And one thing between Div A and Div C, as well, and maybe a little bit of Div B teams, too, is backboard defense is one thing that you're going to run into in Division A. Teams are going to be on the backboard.
might be it.
Semi
It's
in open net. 3-0 Lorem Ipsum.
3-0.
They look to even up this series, and we could be going. If they win this, it's going to take 6 games no matter what. So our predictions still will reign true if Lorem can win this game.
That's what I'm saying. Lorem got to win this. Well, it looks like they're going to win this one. Knock on some wood around here. Don't have any wood, so sorry, Lorem Ipsum. You might have just lost the series.
Yeah.
But you got a minute 30 to hold on and break the curse. But yeah, looking good so far, and I'm happy. I'm glad we're taking a really solid series between these guys. That's what happened last time, and their history tends to repeat itself. Solid shot by Trey. What a snipe. Placement, Peter, with the left, I would say left middle of the net. Very solid. Notice where the defender was. Instead of far post, where CRJ was facing, he shot right behind him. Perfect shot. Mr. President here, trying to bring his team back with a minute 23. Trey, please don't make me curse the Lorem Ipsum, please. I don't need to.
President Trey making
go.
the executive decision to do it himself. Frosty off the backboard. Trey's there. Follow up, drop pass, touch is not going to make it by the Lorem Ipsum defense, despite it being very awkward for them to deal with. Frosty wins the 50. Simi off his backboard will bang it right to Pumpkin as Bakers collects. 56 seconds for the Monkeys to get one and then look for the kickoff, but right now they're holding a ton of the pressure, and Lorem is struggling to deal with it. Trey tries to drop it past Pumpkin, but the man himself denies him on the backboard. Baker's awkward redirect demo from Frosty will open it up, but Trey doesn't make the read, and Frosty will have to turn back, does get the boost,
another one.
Goes far, bottom left, and Pumpkin was expecting to be demoed or bumped. He kind of just froze like a deer in the headlights, had to avoid the bump from Trey, and that's unfortunate because Pumpkin, I feel like could have gone for the ball, but if he would have jumped, he would have more than likely been deleted off the field. There would have been a carcass of a car sitting there. Trey collects.
30 seconds.
And
this is winnable for the Monkeys.
it is. They're coming back, and I feel like this is an urban living moment if I've ever seen one. Simi will beat out that urban living moment, goes off the backboard. Trey follow up from failure, and no urban living moment will reign supreme. And Lorem Ipsum look to tie up this series at 2 games apiece. They get at the 2-goal lead, and Failure just throws himself at the ball, wins that challenge.
What a heater.
And that was very quick. It was a very quick follow-up, and 16 seconds for the Monkeys to get one quick off the kickoff. The quick strike ability is definitely something they're known for.
They're not getting another kickoff.
But
No,
not a chance. Not going to happen as Trey and the boys look to regain for game number 5. They look to figure something out differently. Baker's trying to get one for the road, but Failure says no, sir. And Simi with a ridiculous redirect off the sidewall will make us go to game number 5. 4 goes to Lorem Ipsum, and we are tied at 2 apiece in this series. And oh boy, we have a series on our hands.
Man, it's a best of 3 now. I don't even think either team needs a timeout either. They're both playing fine. They just keep trading games, but when are they going to stop?
I didn't even realize we had a
games?
timeout in our series. I could have called it after we lost game 3.
Well, we just didn't.
We just didn't because we just wanted to play.
We're just
'Cause
not
it's
used
like,
to it, you
who
know.
needs a timeout? Like,
Yeah.
jeez, guys,
We've
come
been
on.
playing all day.
Yeah, we
we
don't need a timeout.
But I mean, plus you get the whole minute. I feel like that's long enough, you know, to ready up. But yeah, Lorem's looking good. Like, I can't say they played any differently than the last game. They just found the net more. I'm noticing when they're playing more offensively and not trying to make saves all the time, that's when they're winning. But then, like, they're thinking, okay, now we won this one, let's play a little defensive, and then they start losing to the Monkeys. So I think they just got to keep this specific play style this game and see how it goes, because they really need this one. This one's really important. It's really nice to have game 5 under your belt going into match point for 2 games versus just 1. And not having to come back in like a mini reverse sweep feeling, so to speak. But here we go. Game number 5 as Baker's looking for an interesting touch. Failure looking for a banger shot. Frosty there to shut it down. But Simi's there trying to cut it off. Is that just going in? It is! Simi with a snipe top bins in the 90. Oh my. Frosty with a great, well, I guess it was a decent clear, but Simi just had him red. And then Frosty was unable to make the save. That was very close. That was very
So close.
Perfect placement from Simi. Fast start for Lorem. 9 seconds in, Lorem had 1-0.
And the captains, both Simi and Trey, I feel like are directing the troops at this point. Trey trying to get the Monkeys into a position, goes off the backboard. Frosty doesn't read that bounce though. And Lorem not going to really have to play too threatening of a defensive attack here. His Failure is going to take plenty of time. Will be challenged by Bakers, but the ball is just going to go into the corner and not be read really at all. Ball falling awkwardly as the Lorem Ipsum continue to have to deal with bumps and demos from the Monkeys as Frosty on your screen is chasing Failure and Bakers destroys Failure. It seems like Failure was the player who's being attacked at that point. And they removed him from the field, but a demo impactful for Lorem Ipsum, giving the Monkeys a taste of their own medicine.
Wait.
And it was Simi. Actually, Simi just sacrificed himself, pretty much.
Did you see that though? In the corner it was either CRJ or Simi.
Something.
He got the weirdest double
Yeah,
touch
it was a crazy.
That man was crap.
What are you guys doing? What is this?
I don't know if that was luck or
I don't
skill
get
or
their
both,
reads. I don't get it.
That was a crazy pass.
It doesn't matter. It was an insane play.
Oh, man.
And the Monkeys down 2 early, a minute in. They're already down 2.
Yeah, you can't blame the Monkeys for that.
Yeah,
you know?
honestly.
Like, this is the game as they're going in here for another more offensive pressure. But Bakers gets a nice clear out, and Simi looking for something. Trey just playing boomer ball, but Pumpkin should easily take this into the corner. He does. 70 boost, now 57, 45, 32, 20, 0. Gets a clear. But no, Baker's just taking it into the corner. Gets the demo. He gets a wide open clear. Like Simi or somebody misses. It's hard to tell sometimes because they all have the same decal. It's hard to pick them out. But yeah, so far, Monkeys might have something here. Frosty looking for something. No, Simi gets a nice clear, but I imagine Trey or Baker will turn on this. Baker's turned on. He gets something. Probably not as he's going to get banged out by Failure. Frosty's smart to be back. And we have 3 minutes left. Can the Monkeys figure it out still here? Are they really going to struggle this game? I don't know.
Failure chasing a demo on the back line, and to your question, I feel like they're trying to now infield, but Failure there again. And this is an possible overcommit, but Frosty going to cover it up. Simi will get by Frosty, tries to go by Trey, but the executive decision is made, and Trey will deny him that opportunity. Baker's reading it. Trey redirects, but Pumpkin right there in perfect position. Frosty gonna have to deal with this, and does into the corner. 2:40 to go in game number 5. And Lorem Ipsum protecting that 2-goal lead with the cushion. And they have done so well at controlling the ball. Pumpkin looks for the Doomsy, not gonna happen. As Baker's clears to his side wall, and one player that has yet to show up in this series has been Baker's Dozen. He's been so impactful for the Monkeys all throughout this season with physicality and following up on Trey and Frosty's touches. And I feel like the Monkeys, all 3 of their players are just trying to do too much. They're trying to be too impactful. They need to rely on their teammates, and you need to essentially trust your teammates to make the right play. Trust your teammates to make the right call, the correct decision, if you may. And that's how you win series. That's how you win games. And right now the Monkeys struggling, trying to work their way in. They may have here. Baker's the overcommit from Lorem Ipsum, and it's a 1-goal game.
Solid play so far. Yeah, Simi. I don't know why CRJ jumped for that. They must have.
Panic.
Panic, calm, something.
Nerves.
They got to figure it out there. Because if CRJ would have just stayed in net, I think he would have probably made the save and Baker's wouldn't be scoring here. But now the Monkeys are back in it. They got gifted a goal. We'll see if they get gifted another, or if they are goaded on the sticks and can pull off something without gifts being needed. As Trey looking for something here, but Simi takes a solid touch. Looking for another one. Probably won't happen though. Frosty, is that just in? CRJ's caught out on defense. What happened here? Frosty just took a free shot, so Simi gets a touch. Interesting. Frosty just takes a shot.
Failure got bumped by Trey, and Pumpkin wasn't expecting Failure to be out of position. And disappointing because the Monkeys have tied up this game and look to steal game number 5 if they can. Bakers pops up with boost, gets under 1, tries to go by Simi, but Simi doesn't fall for the tricks. And Failure gonna collect. Doesn't have a lot of boost, will bang on target. Frosty to his corner, and a beautiful defensive play from the Monkeys so far to keep the shots away from the front of their net as they continue to play physical. And it has worked to tie up this game, but I don't feel like it's going to work for long if Lorem is going to play physical as well. Pumpkin bumped. Failure going to have to turn, but Pumpkin just continues on with the boost he has. Will collect. The Croatian Nightmare into the midfield, and Simi wasn't ready quite yet. Will collect again. Looks to 50 in, but Baker's had him red. 53 now seconds to go. Frosty up. Shot off the backboard. Baker's there as well. Simi meets him at the summit. Into the corner. Pumpkin will clear as Trey looks to collect, but the first touch was not what he wanted. Neither was that for Simi, though, as Simi is going to have to work his way out. He does. But again, Baker's has stepped up in this game 5. I feel like he heard me when I said he needs to be more impactful, and he definitely has.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking really good. And I'm sorry, Lorem Ipsum, but if you lose this game, I think they threw. Like, both goals were just unfortunate mistakes. Not saying I'm perfect. You think we're going OT? I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe we are.
Frosty
no way.
Doesn't get it. Pumpkin and Trey had a wide open opportunity, but he's going to want that one back. Failure.
So where is that open?
Frosty
no.
makes that save. Baker's no times. Ball still up. Pumpkin keeps it up. Popped up. Failure has it as well. Ball going to go to the Monkey side, and the team bump will mess with Lorem Ipsum's brain. And it is 2-2 in the overtime game 5. Winner goes up 3-2. This could be huge. Trey chasing it. Monkeys up 3-2.
Huge demo.
And a absolutely massive play on the kickoff. Simi didn't have boost. Pumpkin got caught out. Failure last man back, and that's all you can expect from him. He has to challenged the ball at least, and a great play from Trey. Made the decision and chased the demo, and 3-2 for the Monkeys. If they win this, they move on. But if Lorem Ipsum takes it, we go to game number 7.
Man, that's gotta hurt for Lorem. They can't get
Yeah.
tilted after that. I'm
2-0.
sorry.
Up
I would be
Up 2-0.
I would be upset if we lost that game. So yeah, that was good. Very good play by the Monkeys though. Very good kickoff. And now they're getting the chant going. The Monkeys have the hype right now. And we'll have to see how Lorem responds. You know, no timeout. They don't want to talk about it. They just want to go. I like it. They had good momentum. They were just unfortunate defensive errors. And look at, according to the scoreboard, Frosty kind of helping his team out, you know. It's crazy how good he's doing.
Urban Central.
Yeah, Urban Central.
Game number 6.
Can Lorem win on Urban Central or Monkeys winning on Urban Central? Let's see.
Urban Central, the stage for game number 6 for Lorem Ipsum to force a game 7. You have to go there, and you have to go to work.
Oh, that's another demo.
As that's
might
a
be
demo.
goal.
Simi stays on his back line for plenty of time, as this game is only 15 seconds in. I don't know why I'm seeing the time, but Frosty will win that challenge. Simi in his corner collects, will make it all the way to the other side of the field and gets by 1, but doesn't have any boost as Trey reads the backboard. Failure. Not the greatest touch as Pumpkin goes into his corner. Failure chasing that physicality, and the physicality from Lorem Ipsum is definitely something they brought out, but it hasn't yielded too many opportunities. They've been capitalizing on the Monkeys' mistakes, but the Monkeys have done the same, and I feel like both of these teams so equal in their play style and their ability to catch out players.
Oh, what a
Frosty!
save!
The denial on the goal line makes the save for the Monkeys and keeps them at nothing on the other side.
Failure
Doesn't read it as Simi will put it to the corner. Pumpkin there as well. Will pop middle. Bakers collects, has the boost, and Failure wins that challenge, and the Monkeys again forced to play defense.
Yeah, and I noticed CRJ was chasing demo there, and I like the idea, but I felt like he was kind of wasting time just because no one was shooting the ball. I get it, but I like the strat though. They got to score. It's probably best if they score.
Oh, the
early.
pinch!
This is a nuts pinch. Oh, Bakers. He's like, no problem. It's just a beautiful pass to him. Gets deleted. This might be a shot. Simi hits it just quite wide to the right. Frosty. Great. Now CRJ.
Huge interception. Massive from CRJ. Going to keep the pressure back now on Lorem Ipsum, but
it's
Simi
passed.
outlets. Frosty meets it very quickly as Pumpkin wins that challenge into the midfield. Baker's off the backboard. Simi's there and doesn't allow Trey to follow up. Baker's going to have to back pass and will. And Com's got to start breaking down at this point for both teams. Baker's the shot and reads it. Monkeys up 1-0.
Oh man, Frosty with a huge bang. Failure kind of half jumped. I feel like you can't bail on that, man. I feel like he had enough boost. You just got to go, whether you're going to hit it or not, because now that gave them a free shot, and now they're losing 1-0. I'd be concerned if I had more books in here. You got to get something going. I would rather score early than later. And you got a lot of time.
And your teammates, to your point, your teammates would be reading your touch or expecting you to go. And because you don't, because you bail out, your teammates are in awkward play, dropping straight down. Failure relieves the pressure for now. Frosty will miss that touch. Simi, the ball's going to pinch right to Pumpkin, but he wasn't there in time. Pumpkin misses that challenge in the midfield, or in the corner. Ball up, but Lorem Ipsum playing so far back, and Trey going to capitalize on it. Pumpkin goes right back to Trey. Failure on the backboard. Will read. Outlet to Simi. Has the possession. Goes off the backboard. Ball midfield. Bakers was chasing Pumpkin, though, and forcing him to move out of the way. 2 minutes to go for Lorem Ipsum. Down 1 in this series. And you figure comms have to be breaking down at this point for both of these teams. Baker's trying to go by all three. Trey! Weak shots. Wanted that one back. Failure over 1. Baker's midfield will turn, but Pumpkin tries to read it. Trey, redirect. Baker's on target. Simi keeps Lorem Ipsum in it. 1:45. They've got plenty of time to get back into this series, but nerves playing a factor. Definitely nervous are both teams trying to protect a 1-goal lead of the Monkeys, but Demo's going to definitely help them out. Failure. Another demo from Mr. Frosty. Bakers tries to read the backboard, but Simi again stepping up for this team. The captain trying to keep Lorem Ipsum in it, trying to push them to a game 7. But they only have 1:15 to go.
Oh,
Pumpkin there.
Simi.
Follow up. Simi
No,
is
he
blocked.
can't do it.
Again by Frosty.
Counterattack.
Trey, another counterattack. Weak save from Failure, but into the midfield. And those two are just right next to each other. Simi long clear. May have caught Trey, but he makes the save into his corner.
Oh, man. 1 minute left. Can they do it?
Awkward.
This is awkward. Oh, pinched up. Somebody going to go for it. Drake shouldn't get the clear over Simi. Beats Simi. We got 45 seconds in counting now. Bakers might get a weird fancy touch. He might score off this. There's somebody there. Luckily, Failure's there to clear it
Pumpkin.
out. Pumpkin's up. Oh, he's out of boost. He might get a pass to his
On the
teammate.
outlet, Failure.
Oh, it's off the post.
Simi ties the game at 1 with 35. It took all 3 of them. Failure. The old miss the net trick strikes again.
Oh, man, that was
Lorem
so close.
Ipsum will tie up the game, and the Monkeys adrenaline shots to their hearts. As Simi, the kickoff though, goes in favor. The ball goes wide. Bakers doesn't read it. 30 seconds, ball goes midfield. Failure again, stepping up. We'll have to make that touch. Pumpkin maybe over him. Doesn't make the read. Frosty will be blocked by Pumpkin. Ball midfield, 15 seconds. Baker's off the backboard. Simi, very awkward on that read.
Wait.
Failure.
Oh, what a shot.
Ball. Bar down. Pumpkin doesn't score. And somehow the Monkeys escape and don't get scored on.
Are we going to overtime?
No
way.
time. Ball drops.
Unbelievable.
Game number 6 to force game 7. Lorem Ipsum have to find one. The kickoff was awkward for the Monkeys as Pumpkin tries to go off the backboard. Trey reads it. Will not have the boost to follow up. Frosty dunked by Failure. Simi to Failure. Failure.
what a shot.
Far post. Won't put it on target. Trey bumps Pumpkin out of the way. Bakers wins that challenge. CRJ makes the save, and Simi
huge touch by Simi.
saves Lorem Ipsum for now.
Oh, that was crazy.
Oh,
my heart's pounding. Oh my, there's so much
Oh
boomer
my
ball.
Gosh.
They're all connecting. Can they find something though? Lorem's been having opportunities.
What is it, Urban? What is it about DCRL? What is it about NDSU Rocket League that just delivers every single time at these moments?
Oh man.
As Baker's on the backboard, will work his way out for the Monkeys, and Frosty gets by 1.
Oh, a fake.
Ball denied by Simi again. No follow-up though from Lorem, and Trey was awkward because of it. Gets
No
over
way.
1. Pumpkin there. We'll make that save. And 1:05 has gone by in overtime. And Urban, how are we feeling about our pick?
Frosty. Oh, I'm getting
getting
about to be
nervous.
nervous.
Yeah, I still
I am now though, because
Adrenaline.
that last like 5 seconds before overtime, I thought they had it that one play. I want to watch that back eventually, but right now it's looking good. It's kind of relaxed a little bit now in 1:30 here, but before it was just
Failure.
crazy. Oh man, it's getting close here. Simi
is.
should get decides to opt to not get it off the back, but interesting. But that kind of works out for him. Actually, Failure gonna get a touch. Is Pumpkin up? No, he's not.
Frosty,
Wait, that's
weak
dangerous.
save. Simi
with
for
the
2.
goal!
Nearly
Failure.
finds it. And Failure's follow-up goes off the backboard. Frosty outlet to Trey. Doesn't have boost though. Frosty waits, and Simi was awkward because of it. 50s Bakers into the corner. Pumpkin reads it. And Failure up into the midfield. Failure gets 2, but the ball gonna pop up for Trey. Awkward
is
read
awkward.
for Simi. Will put it to the corner, and a huge play from Lorem Ipsum again. The captain stepping up for his team. Pumpkin, can he find it midfield?
Makes it.
Failure! Far post again. And again, the Monkeys escape, but that ball was not close to being on target off the backboard. Pumpkin, as Baker's outlets to Trey, on target, Failure to the corner. And again, Lorem Ipsum somehow have held their ground.
Oh, I just don't know how they haven't scored.
Demo
yet,
on the
dude.
back line.
Wait.
Oh my God, everything is just happening
the
at once
pitch is
right
in the
now.
corner. This is crazy. So much going on. Bumps. Well, Failure look for another bump. Doesn't get it. CRJ should get a touch
To
here.
commit.
Wait, is it open? Oh, no. Huge clear by Frosty. Frosty has been the backbone of the Monkeys today. But this
Backboard.
might be something for him. Oh, Simi can't put it in. CRJ
Pumpkin
wait, what a start! Oh!
The Croatian nightmare strikes
What
and
an angle!
throws us to game 7. follow-up from the corner. The Monkeys held for as long as they possibly could. And finally, Lorem breaks through and sends us to a game number 7.
Oh man, that was probably the craziest game of the day.
Easily. Has to be.
I don't know,
Yeah, has to
man.
be.
That was a lot of hype in one game. I'm
My hands are on my head for a reason. Like,
my hands are shaking. I
the
can't
amount
even-
of times that like the adrenaline that you just get from watching, just from casting itself, is just incredible.
And to Twitch chat, sorry for probably 50% of my voice cracks and mic
peaks.
But I'm getting so excited. And Game 7, a repeat from playoffs, I believe, is when they did it. Again.
They're going again.
The revenge story. Will Monkeys get their revenge, or will Lorem send them home?
And game number 7, huge miss. Trey goes off the backboard though. Baker's follow-up is blocked by failure, and defense from Lorem has kept them in this series, has forced that game 7. As failure gonna go, will win the challenge. Awkward for Bakers to read. He does into the corner. Will save the Monkeys for now, but early on, some chances for both teams. Trey tries to get the demo play happen, but Simi reads the backboard, and that's a huge play though from failure on his back line. Makes the save despite being chased as Pumpkin clears away. He struck in game 6 to force game 7. Can he strike in game 7 to win Lorem the series? And hopefully for failure and Simi that is the case, but awkward play for failure to deal with. Pumpkin strikes again and will clear.
1 minute in. Kind of slow start again. Wait.
There it
Might
is.
Not be a slow start. Oh, Trey with a nice clear. Not a problem for him. Trey, Baker's looking for a demo there. They might. I'm sure he can read this out the backboard. Oh, what? He missed it. No way. 2v1 here. Can they do something with it? Doesn't get the flick. They hit the flick a little earlier. Now this is looking really bad.
Flick.
Oh, I'm surprised Baker didn't chase for a demo there and let Trey shoot it or something like that, knowing the Monkeys. But we're still tied here, 0-0, 3:38. This is looking awkward. Really awkward. No one's really on the ball right now, but Frosty should take control. But CRJ goes for a quick challenge. Trey hitting it off the sidewall. A little bit of a bouncing. Failure. Wait, demo. Fake.
Oh, the fake! Failure strikes!
Got him with the fake and the demo. Oh my gosh.
Simi
Bang.
chases Frosty
Oh.
and failure! Gives Bakers the business, and failure strikes on one side and on both. And 1-0 Lorem Ipsum, 3:23 to go in game number 7. Can the Monkeys come back and have a different result this time? Baker's off his backboard, so awkward again. Off the kickoff, Pumpkin challenges, but Bakers wins it and flicks, but Simi is there as well. Pumpkin turns and gets the win. And 3:06 to go for Lorem Ipsum to hang on, but the Monkeys have been so quick in their strikes. But unfortunately, game 6 wasn't the case. Long clear from Trey isn't on target. As Trey, midfield, infield pass, but Simi again in position to clear it away, and Lorem has continued to play defense and continued to shut down the Monkeys. CRJ with a huge win. Simi follows up, the ball goes midfield, and another demo. Open net for failure, and Frosty, no choice but to put it in his own net. If he doesn't touch it, it's going in no matter what. And if he does, this happens. Tries to get back, but a 2-0 lead is not safe. Game number, 5? I believe it was game 5 that Lorem did lose, and they were up 2-0, and that's got to be still in their minds.
That was the game they hard through, and they're lucky they're in game 7 right now. But you know what? If they don't hard throw for 2 minutes and 28 seconds, they're going to be moving on here, but they got to stay under control. Wait, is that going to open? Somebody there to shoot it. Maybe failure. Trey's going to have to, he should be able to save this. Bakers or Trey. Double committee, though. Simi gets a nice touch in the corner, I guess. Frosty there. But CRJ's there to continue the pressure. He might get another shot here. Slow plays it. Failure into the corner here. Might get another touch. Misses the extra touch.
Demo on the back line.
This is huge. Early challenge from Simi. That was really good to relieve the pressure for his team after he gets a demo. And Failure should be able to take it off the wall here. Bakers, he reads it. Nice shot, but not on net. Simi gets a nice touch. Trey's trying to hunt Simi down. Still looking for him. Simi has 0 boost, hoping for a dream here. No dream intact. CRG maybe has a dream. Oh, but gets stuffed into the corner. Bakers. Whoa, quick challenge from Failure. I didn't even see that one. Simi, this is kind of open. Trey needs to save this, though. He gets it. Pumpkin with a nice shot. It's almost, I think it's on net. It looked like it, but Bakers was there. Pumpkin, pass to Simi. Nice shots, not enough, not on target though. Had the heat, but not the accuracy. CRJ though looking for something. Can't get it. Simi's looking for a double.
Follow
what a
up!
bang!
And the man himself strikes. And Pumpkin's beautiful touch off the backboard. Simi, intelligent play to go by Baker. Follows up 3-0 lead for Lorem Ipsum. A minute 23 for the Monkeys to come back. And this is gut check time if they set.
Kickoff goal.
And they have a chance here on the kickoff. But, you know, one thing I'm noticing
There
for
it is.
Lorem
There it is.
off the backboard, it's not on target. Baker's trying to make it happen. But one thing I'm noticing for Lorem is they continue to have a second touch. Even after they're getting that first 50, they're somehow making it back to the ball. And that's catching the Monkeys a ton. Bakers makes the save, but it's going to roll in, and Failure makes it a 4-goal lead. Lorem running away with Game 7.
A whopping 11 American freedom units, but in Croatia they should be using the metric system.
Yeah, jeez. At least be on the right, like,
Why are
unit
they
of
using
measurement.
FBA?
Come on, guys.
Come on.
Jeez.
But solid shot nonetheless, and you know I hate to say it for the Monkeys as that might be another one almost, but
Follow
Davey?
up from
Yeah,
Simi.
I think
5-0, and the Monkeys,
they've
I don't
been-
want to say have seemingly fallen apart, Urban, but
I think they've been stabbed in the heart so many times.
They have.
They're done.
The-
The nail's in the coffin.
the Game 6 really hurt them, I think. I think
they
the
if they won that, they would have been golden. but-
and it's rare too. You know, you don't see comebacks after losing Game 5 like that. You don't see a 3-2 advantage go in the favor of the team that's down 3-2. You rarely see it. One thing that I always talk about was RLCS had a statistic at the World Championship that they brought up where teams were 51-0 when going up 3-2. The former Moist Esports roster was like 32-0, and they were like 30 of the 50, and that's just an incredible statistic because when you're going up 3-2, you're 52 times out of the 52 times you are winning the series, and this is not the case as Lorem, time ticking away, have punched
And
their
that's gonna be a
tickets
one-boy.
to the losers bracket final. Pumpkin, Simi, and Failure's magical run continues.
Oh man, how did this team win one game in the season?
I don't get
and
it.
they take Monkeys
Now they
to
just-
not one,
Oh,
but 2 games.
we're just going to plug in our controllers real quick. We're plugging them in for 7 games out of the season.
Unbelievable.
We just didn't care.
Unbelievable.
We didn't.
And Lorem Ipsum stays alive in this tournament.
We just didn't want to plug in our controllers for the first 6 games of the season. We just wanted to go 1-6. That's what we wanted
I'd love
do.
to give him an interview myself.
Yeah, I would too.
As casters, we
Game
hope you
7.
guys have appreciated us, and we hope we brought you the hype and unreal.
Game
Probably
7. Yeah, it's a round of applause. Round of applause
man.
to Greek running everything in the back, and round of applause to you, Urban. That
Thank
was
you.
a pleasure as
I
always.
loved it. It was fun.
And
I hope I
game-
can cast tomorrow.
Game 7.
We'll see.
I more than likely will be on the docket. I hope Kato can confirm that for me.
Yeah,
But
you know.
I believe we have the winners up with a winners interview with Mr. Coop Dog and Dog. Perchance, I take it away.
It is I. My voice is destroyed after that last match, but what a game. Only other one besides the Penguins and Kachow one to go to a best of 7, and this was arguably way better. Not even arguably. It was way better than that one. But I've got with me the entirety of Placeholder, or Lorem Ipsum, as they're called. I don't even know where to start with this. I mean, hell of a game. Knocking out the 2 seed again. You guys beat him in the first round and said that wasn't enough. So up next, you guys have what? Trash. Yeah. Are you guys excited about that, or nervous, or what's the?
I mean, we're ready for the rematch, that's for sure. We felt like when we played them, we had particularly bad servers, and I think they felt that as well. And we also felt like we weren't playing that well. And so I feel like if we're on our game, I definitely think we have a chance. I'm really excited for the rematch, though. I think it's gonna be a good game.
And then I'm gonna come over here real quick. Jivo and Failure. You guys on the offensive end was actually cracked. Now, Simi and You were as well, but here, let's move over here so the camera can see you guys. Over here. Over there. Per chance. Were you guys just planning on playing super aggressive, or did that just kind of happen after you realized that they were kind of breaking down mentally?
Well, yeah, we started kind of like the first game we played more aggressive than the second game. Second game was kind of we played too defensively, and then we realized we got to start pushing because you can't let the monkeys just push you because they're just going to start demoing you and getting free nets. So we turned it around, we talked about it, and yeah.
And then were you guys also kind of worried about the demos? Because just even looking at the stat sheet, you can see that they're extremely demo heavy. I remember someone on a stream was talking about how it's not even fun to play that way, and I think Trey was like, never watch a monkey stream. This is Exhibit A. But were you guys just kind of like? I guess my question is, was there contact playstyle on the kind of front of your mind walking into this, or was it just kind of like adapt and overcome like kind of thing? I don't know who wants to answer this, but I'll
Yeah, so actually we scrimmed a few teams beforehand that we knew were demo heavy, so we got used to the demo playstyle. And to beat down that playstyle, you got to go super aggressive. So we talked multiple times before this match that we're just going to have to go super aggressive, full gas.
Well, it seemed to work out pretty well as you won the best of 7, but well, that's all I have for you guys. Can we get a big round of applause for Lorem Ipsum here? And with that being said, we'll hand it over to the analysis table.
Welcome back. What a series, guys. One of the best of the day by far. Insane Game 6 was, like Stewie was saying in his casting, seems like something about NDSU Rocket League and DCRL in general just delivers, man. So I guess Zarch, I want to give you your thoughts.
I enjoyed every minute of it. Both teams played their hearts out. I can definitely guarantee that. There has been a little rivalry between them, but I'm pretty sure that it's still gonna happen, almost certainly.
100%. How about you, Skull? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I got so many, I don't even know where to start, but I mean, yeah, just what a series. It was exactly lived up to the hype we thought it would. And I told Shark, because I was sitting next to him in the stands, when Game 6 started getting crazy, I said, if Lorem Ipsum takes it, I said 7's going to be a blowout. And that's exactly what happened. What a series.
Yeah, 100%. Rocket League, or like any sport in general, definitely a momentum-based game. But honestly, what a day. What a great success this day has been. But with that, I believe K-Tool is going to give some final remarks to close out the day. So thank you guys so much for stopping by, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Greek. One job, ladies and gentlemen. We almost made it through perfectly. Some hiccups here and there, but ladies and gentlemen, we have officially made it through the very, very first day of DCRL LAN, which I cannot thank you guys enough. So please give a round welcome to just everyone. This is all you guys. We could not have done it without you guys. So please give it up. Yeah, a couple of huge shout outs. Of course, we do have to thank NDSU for letting us use this building, waiving a lot of fees just to make sure we can host this, because this has been so heavily funded by the NDSU Rocket League Club. I do have to give a huge shout out to obviously Greek Avenger and Trey, our president, just the amount of work you guys have done setting up everything, and all the other students who have put in ungodly amount of hours to get this. Of course, we do have to shout out CJ Pumpkin, because he has pretty much made all these stream graphics. Without him, we could not make this happen. But seriously, this is by the students, for the students, and this is an ungodly amount of work. You guys have made it happen. Couple announcements for tomorrow. Doors open at 8:30, and every match tomorrow is going to be elimination, so it is Championship Sunday. Doors open at 8:30. First match is at 11.